Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Geneva. Tomorrow marks the 20th anniversary of the September 11th attack on America. And today, GTV will be taking a moment to honor all the people who lost their lives and were changed that fateful day. Today is also World Suicide Prevention Day. Will you be able to see people wearing the Here For You t-shirts to remind students that they are never alone? I'm Luke Serwin, and you're watching a special tribute show here on GTV News. Today is Friday, September 10th. It was 20 years ago when, around this time exactly, the world watched as thousands of people lost their lives as a wide-scale terrorist attack was launched on American soil. GTV reporter Becca Spezzano talked to some teachers here at GHS who shared their own stories and experienced what they had that day.
Well, that morning, I was getting ready to go to school.
I was in 8th grade.
I was home that day, and I had a girlfriend at the time who was going to school in the city.
I believe it was between first and second period. One of the teachers who was here at the time, Miss Wise, came by and told me what was happening.
And she said a plane hit the World Trade Tower.
People were like talking among themselves on the train about a plane that had flown into the first tower of the World Trade Center. You kind of go into a haze at that point. Like almost all of America, I was glued to the television for the rest of the day.
And I spent the next couple, 2-3 periods listening to a radio.
And I remember when I went to social studies, they ended up putting the news on that day.
They interrupted the lesson. We turned on the TV.
The world as we knew it was changing.
And I just remember the day being very somber.
Nobody really knew what was going on, and I remember it was pretty scary.
There was just a sense of uncertainty that was unnerving and kind of kept you off balance for most of the day. But I remember that most of all.
It's a day I won't ever forget.
Thank you, Rebecca, and thank you, teachers, for sharing your stories with us. Today is also National Suicide Prevention Day. When you walked into school today, you might have noticed the messages that SAD Club members chalked in front of the school yesterday. We asked the students what the project means and why it's so important to them.
These chalk messages are important because students will see them walking into school, and it's just a bunch of positive messages that they see. It's bright colors, and it'll give them a good start to their day.
Also, it was really cool to do because tomorrow is National Suicide Awareness Day, so it's something that can remind them of that day. And
it makes me feel good to see other people come together to support one another.
September is National Suicide Prevention Month. The only other news we have for today is featuring a quick wrap-up of sports. GTV News' Quinn Kennedy joins us now with a quick look at Sports Shield. Quinn?
Hello, Geneva, and welcome back to Sports Shield. Let's jump right into it. The cross-country teams run tomorrow morning at 9. They will run at Marmion Academy against multiple teams from nearby. Good luck to the runners. The girls' volleyball team had a game on Tuesday night against Glenbard North. They won in 2 sets. The first set they won 27-25, and the second set they won 25-14. Great win, girls. The boys' soccer team plays tomorrow at 12 p.m. at home against West Aurora. Be sure to come out and support the boys. Now on to football. This week, the boys begin conference play where they hope to continue their win streak, away against Glenbard North. The sophomores play at 5 p.m. on Friday, followed by the varsity at 7 p.m. Let's go for another sweep. My time on GTV is up for today, but be sure to support your Vikings this weekend. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Quinn. And now here's a look at today's weather. There will be a high of 80 and a low of 61. Today's show might be a bit different, but we still have 3 to know before we go. Make sure to watch out for an email about voting for homecoming court. If you're bringing a date to homecoming who doesn't go to GHS, passes will be available in the dean's office. Lastly, Powder Puff coaches and teams have been posted in the main office. That's all for GTV this Friday. We're going to leave you now with a moment of silence and a brief hope. And remember that September 11th, 2001 was 20 years ago, but the world will never forget.